I bought this old place a few months back. A real fixer-upper from the 50s. Every room was a project, but I loved the challenge. One afternoon, I was pulling up the warped, ugly linoleum in what was probably a storage closet way in the back corner of the attic. Underneath, the floorboards were loose and uneven. I figured I'd just replace them all. As I pried up the second board, my crowbar hit something soft. Not wood, not insulation. I pulled the board away, and there, wedged between the joists, was this lumpy, oddly shaped burlap sack, maybe a foot long. It was old, stained dark in place. My first thought was maybe old coins or some kind of weird family treasure. Curiosity got the better of me. I knelt down, my heart thumping a little, and carefully untied the knot. The smell hit me first. Dusty, earthy, and something else. Something cloying and sickly sweet. I peered inside. It wasn't treasure. It was a collection of small bones, neatly arranged, some no bigger than my pinky finger, mixed with dried-up dark flowers and what looked like clumps of hair. A tiny, crude wooden doll lay on top, its eyes just two burnt holes. My stomach lurched. As I stared at the grim tableau, trying to catch my breath, my eyes caught something else. On the rough joist, just above where the sack had been, were faint, shallow scratches. Not old, faded marks, but fresh, uneven lines, almost like someone had been counting or marking something recently. And then I felt a chill, literally. A tiny gust of cold air wafted from a barely visible crack in the plaster wall next to the joist, a crack that looked suspiciously like a vent, too small to notice unless you were really looking. It wasn't coming from outside. It was coming from inside the wall. My blood ran cold, much colder than the air hitting my face. This wasn't just an old forgotten secret. Someone might still be coming here. Or worse, someone might still be in here. I didn't stop to think. I just got out of that attic, slamming the door shut and leaning against it, trying to convince myself it was just an old house playing tricks. But the smell of those dried flowers and that sickening sweetness still clung to my clothes.